Good to see you, Friday 13th fans. Matrix Oak here with a commentary on being challenged by my friend Tegan, which, if you saw my live stream before I deleted it, it was EA I'm a bot kiddo. He asked me on text messages to do do offline bots on hard mode with all 7 counselors. And I've only done normal from now, and I guess you'll see what happens for on. I'll be commentating. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I then see that I'm not even at the phone house because I thought I was heading towards it. And I see that they repaired the phone, so I decided to break it and place the trap there like you should. I see that there was 2 counselors in here, and Chad was the last one to run out. But just in case they want to trick me and run back in, then I decided to break most of the windows. And Jenny decided to come in here and try and escape me, but she did. But she also, I guess you could say, failed. I then hit her with a knife, and yeah, it was pretty surprising. But like the reason why I teleported to this generator is because I didn't realize that I didn't break the phone generator to where the power was out, so they couldn't call the cops. So, I don't know. And they'll see later why I'm even more confused about that. I then see that I hit someone with a trap, and I realize, I see, and I wait for my morph to come back, but I see that I hit someone with the first power generator that I broke during the first part of this match. And so I teleport there and take her out. I then hear that I trap another person, and I see it was at the second power generator that I ever broke. And so I decided to teleport there. Or no, sorry, it was, I think, yeah, it was at the phone, I'm so sorry. It was at the phone, and I decide, since I'm close enough, I decided to shift over there. And the reason why I shifted over there, the reason why I shifted, yeah, shift, I don't know what the plural of that is. Pretty sure it shifted, though. The reason why I shifted over there was because, over here, was because I know this Jason has a very good shift ability, and I should be able to get here no problem. So, if you're wondering, that's why I shifted instead of morphed, and waiting for my morph to come back, that's why. I then decided to shift over here because the sound blip looks close enough to where I can see Jenny while I'm shifting somehow. I can see Jenny inside of that house or porta potty, whatever you want to call it, but yeah. I then decided to morph over here and use stock mode to see if anyone was working on the car at the time or was near, because I do see that the battery was done in this car. So I then pick up this pocket knife, and I didn't want to go over to the sound blip that I was looking at before because it looked too far away to shift to, and it would take long enough to morph. And so I do hear the phone being fixed right now. And I wait for my morph to come back and just teleport right over there. I do hear screaming and the music playing, so I was just checking if someone was in front of me or not. And then I hear Kenny trying to call the cops, but I was here. Luckily, I was here on time, and I was able to destroy his world and kill him. And you'll see how.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
And when I said earlier I would be confused about the power being out and no one fixing it, to where they were able to call the cops, is because without the power, you can't call the cops with the phone. You can repair the phone box, but you can't call the cops. And so I was questioning how in the world they were able to call the cops. So I start teleporting to each power generator that was closest, and I see they were both broken. So I just don't know what happened here. And I have another announcement. As always, SHAREfactory won't let me commentate again. So if you hear my mic turning off and on to talk to you guys, that's why. I then see LaChapa going into this house and hopping back out. And I hit him with a couple throwing knives, get him really injured. And you'll see what happens next. It's actually really weird what happens next. For some reason, there's an AJ just standing still. I get it's offline bots, but there's an AJ standing still with an axe in my hand with a door locked. And so I wait for my next throwing knife to kill LaChapa, and I start to kill AJ in a second.
Suffer like we did.
I then see that she had a pocket knife, so she gets a chance to run away, and she decides to jump out the window that's closest to me. But then she has another pocket knife, and she starts running away, and then it should be pretty easy to catch her from here. And at some point, I hear her using a first aid spray, and so she has to be out of everything by now, because you can only have 3 items if you're a counselor, other than your weapon. And you'll see that in a second. And you can see her use the first aid spray, and she starts running around now. And so it's just a game of cat and mouse right now. And if she somehow finds a pocket knife, and not pocket knife, throwing knife in here, or no, sorry, yeah, it was pocket knife, but at this point, it was pretty easy to kill her. And then it was just a game of cat and mouse with the other 2 counselors that were alive after this.
They deserve to die, Jason.
And so I start looking around with sense a lot of the places until I see a house that looks suspicious. And you'll see that once my morph comes back, or I think the second time I morph, I don't know. It's around that. I then break the generator, but hear no one in here, so that's how I can tell that no one's here anymore. But just in case they run here, I break windows, so they can at least take a little bit of damage. So this was the house I was talking about that looks suspicious because there was a window that someone jumped into. And the door was locked. I've never been to this house yet, so that makes me think that there's someone in this closet, and there was. And they are now dead.
Yes. Yes. Kill for mother.
I then decided to shift over here, but then in a second, yeah, I suddenly remember that Vanessa running over here, and so it makes me think she's hiding in here, and then there was a weird glitch that happened here. You'll see in a second. I can see Vanessa inside of the cabinet, and so I start going out of combat mode and going in it, and it's a weird glitch, I guess. But then I decided to kill her.
That's my
And that concludes it.
That's
That
my
I basically, for what happened,
special
all the scenarios that happened to me, that's how you do hard mode in offline bots. It is really challenging when you do it without commentary
Jason.
or someone telling you how to do something. Because like in 10 seconds into it, they were already starting working on the phone. So it's like, it's really tough. But I hope you guys can get through it. And I'll see you guys next time.
Nice.